Outfit check.
Ha?
Outfit check.
Yan nga. Traveler ah.
Hiking shoes pa, tapos naka-stockhold tayo muli. Stockhold. Tapos dry fit pa.
Yun. Oh, may dala ka naman pala eh.
Oh, dry fit.
For this vlog, I traveled to Indang, Cavite to visit a natural spring, and the experience gave me a deeper understanding of how nature plays an important role in Filipino communities and everyday life. In the Philippines, natural springs are commonly found in rural and mountainous areas like Cavite. These springs form when groundwater slowly rises to the surface after being naturally filtered through layers of soil, rocks, and minerals. Because of this process, spring water is usually clean, cold, and refreshing. In many provinces, these water sources have been part of daily life for generations, used for drinking, washing, and even supporting small-scale farming. When I arrived at the site, the first thing I noticed was how peaceful and untouched everything felt. The sound of the flowing water, the shade of trees, and the natural surrounding created a calm environment that felt very different from urban life. In this city, everything is structured and fast-paced, but here, everything felt slower and more connected to nature. This experience made me reflect on the importance of natural environments in Filipino culture. The Philippines is rich in natural resources like springs, river, and waterfalls, and many of these places are not only tourist destinations but also part of local identity of livelihood. They show the strong connection between Filipinos and the environment, especially in rural communities where nature is directly part of everyday survival. However, visiting the spring also made me realize that these natural spaces are fragile. Even if they appear clean and untouched, they can easily be affected by human activity, pollution, improper waste disposal, and over-visitation can slowly damage the quality of water and the surrounding ecosystem. Something as simple as leaving trash or ignoring proper care already has an impact. And because of this, I realized that visiting natural places comes with responsibility. As visitors, we are not just there to enjoy the scenery, we are also responsible for protecting it. Respecting the environment means making sure we leave no harm behind and helping preserve it for the future generations. From an educational perspective, I also learned that natural springs are part of a larger ecological system. They support biodiversity by providing water to plants, insects, and animals to depend on clean, fresh water sources. They also contribute to the sustainability of near communities, especially in rural areas where access to clean water is essential. This trip reminded me that learning does not only happen inside classrooms. Sometimes the most meaningful lessons come from real-life experiences like this, where we can observe, reflect, and understand how natural systems work in everyday settings. Overall, my visit to the natural spring in Indang was not just a travel experience. It became an opportunity to appreciate Filipino natural heritage and understand the importance of environmental responsibility. Living this place, I realized that nature is not something separate from us. It is something we deeply connected to. And if we take care of it, it will continue to sustain and support us well.
I'm leaving home for the coastline.